Salutations and good morrow everyone, and welcome back to another grounded update video. Today I'm going to be going through and showing you guys 5 great locations that are pretty defendable for the new Bug Strike Back update. And these are, the reason why I'm going through and redoing this again, I should say, is because a lot of people are asking me, well Sim, with the new base defense system, I'm worried about my base being destroyed. I'm worried about losing gear. I'm losing items, losing all that stuff, things coming up and destroying my base. Where should I build? And I'm here to help you guys out by answering a couple of those questions. So let's go through and let's talk about it. So the first thing I would suggest, guys, is, well, one, don't build like I did like this. Don't build up into the middle of the air like this, because what ends up happening is all these become supported by each other, and now if one gets destroyed, it destroys your entire base. So this is all around bad location build. So let's talk good locations to build though. First one we're going to talk is this location that's right over here. Building inside of the pagoda is actually a fantastic idea for you to do. Building inside of the pagoda can lead to you having not only defense from all the walking bugs in the game, because nothing can get to your base because it's surrounded by water unless you build a giant path there like I have, but that's to transport materials to build with. But 2, you will be able to keep flying bugs out because it has a natural structure protecting it on the outside of it, and you can build a small base on the inside like I have right here. So you guys can see it's not done yet, but in other words, it's getting built up. I'm going to build a little bit of a tower in here. It's going to allow me to be able to have some storage and then some armor and stuff like that. Just a nice safe place for me to come and relax as Pete whenever things start to get a little frisky out in the backyard. So this is point number 1. Building at the pagoda is definitely a good idea for you to build. Number 2, another great place for you guys to go over and build would be over on these rocks that are up here. Not these ones, like this big one. This big one here probably would not be that bad of an idea. Now, the ground bugs can still attack you for the most part, but this gives you a large surface to put things on the ground, like gives you a large surface of having areas like chests that are sitting directly on the ground that the floor cannot be destroyed out from underneath them. Gives you a large area that you could put down lots of traps. You may even be able to build some sort of maze here that you put your wafter down. So this location might actually be an excellent location for you guys to have your wafter in instead of having an actual base. But nonetheless, this is another excellent defendable place for you guys to be able to build. All right, so this next one is a little bit more interesting, guys. This one's actually going to be right over here where I keep all of my bases normally, and that is right up on top of these logs. Why on top of these logs? Well, the same reason as before. So 1, it allows you to have all your stuff up in the air. You don't need to have it on the ground for the ground creatures to come and attack. That gets rid of termites, orb weavers, ants, black ants, if bombardier beetles ever get added, if ladybugs ever get added, if larvae ever get added, really. And it even saves you from 99% of the infected creatures as well. And the only one that would really be attacking you if you got raided by infected creatures all the way up here, except for their ranged attacks, would be gnats. And you don't really have to worry about gnats doing that much damage to structures because they're gnats. So that one is kind of out in the air, out in the open. So this one is a good one. You don't need to exactly build right on this log either. You can, because this leaf is technically a way up for the creatures, what you could do is actually build over to, say, on top of this log or that log by giving yourself maybe some jumping platforms that you use in order to jump across. But just remember now, though, that the other bugs have the ability to jump across structures now and can actually go and get you if you were to build an area that was in an area where it's strong enough for you to be able to build. So that's number 3, guys, up on top of these log fences. There is another set of log fences right here that you could try to use as well. This is another one. There's a good flat log right here, right next to this rose bush right here. This would probably be a really good spot for an outpost or even a large base over here. You could put a large zipline tower over here. The only thing you're really going to have to worry about when fighting over here is a lot of mosquitoes. There's going to be a lot of mosquitoes and bees that are going to come and fight you when you're in these areas. All right, so spot number 4, you guys guessed it, we're already over the top of it, and that is these lily pads. These lily pads are actually an excellent location to build. With the exception that you want to think about is the fact that bugs can now jump over onto these lily pads, bugs and arachnids, I should say. So if you're going to build up over here, you're going to want some sort of spike strip entrance for you to get to, because the bugs can jump from over here. So for instance, we saw in the casually grounded stream that was done at PAX that the wolf spider literally jumped out here and then jumped out here, following Eric around trying to get to him, and I'm assuming that that would make it so they would also jump over onto these lily pads. The reason why I'm selling the lily pads though is because the lily pads gives you time to defend. While they're trying to jump across these things, you can riddle them with turrets, you can riddle them down with stink arrows. It's the sky's the limit when it comes to defending when you're over on these lily pads. So this is an excellent defendable position that's going to keep things from being able to go over and actually destroy your base per se, because you're going to have some natural surroundings. Really, anywhere with a natural surrounding is a great place for people to build. All right, so this last one I have found to be a little silly personally myself, but a lot of people have been saying try it out, give it a try, and it's actually kind of a good idea. And that's all the way over here on top of over here. The only thing you really have to worry about over here is ant lions, but right now ant lions don't invade you anyway. So if you were to build all the way over here on, say, this part of the this claw of the sandbox over here, guys, you actually have a very defendable position. Okay, you have a very defendable position because now you're only worrying about anything that's coming up this way, or if something wants to attack you by flying, like if the bees want to come to attack you. But this will once again give you plenty of time to be able to use stink arrows, to be able to use other traps like, you know, the spike traps will be a good thing that'll protect your base. But the turrets in this sense will also be really good because things that fall long distances still take damage. So if you had a trap up here like a pollen turret, and then you shot bugs that were flying in and they fell down long distance, they could actually take some fall damage. So keep an eye out for that one too, because that would be a cool defendable location. But guys, that's the 5. I know it's a shorter video, but I don't like to just drown videos out just for fun. I guess what I can do for you guys, because I know this has been a question that a lot of people have been asking, is just talk about this area over here and base building. This is a horrible place to build a base right now. Do not build a base over here. This is a bad idea to build a base here right now. If you build a base over here, you have a 90% chance of part of it being destroyed or built over. This place is in heavy development. It's just starting to get a sprinkle of what's coming over in here. Last time I saw, we're getting larger plants. Heck, we could get an entire lawnmower put in over here. There is still a ton that is coming over in this area, so that's why I'm saying I do not think you should build over in this area. This is a dangerous place to build, and you're bound to lose parts, if not all, of your base when updates come through. Another one, guys, as everybody's been asking, Sim, is where I built my castle safe. Building up here, because I built my castle up here. I have a really big castle that I built right up here, and I can tell you I've already lost parts of it, and I'm probably going to lose even more of it when this area over here gets finished being updated. So, but I'm already prepared for that. I knew that was going to happen when building it, so you guys just got to be prepared. But guys, that's going to do it. Like I said, another shorter video for you guys, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. 5 new locations that help you guys build some better bases, build some more defendable bases. I hope this one was helpful for you guys. If it was, hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button while you're down there, and hit up that comment section down below. And as always, I'll see all of you guys in the next one.